Hey boys and girls, Scott here. You're about to listen to part 2 of the best of the worst year of our lives. If you haven't listened to part 1 yet, we'll go back and do that. What are you, a phoebe? And then come back here, listen to part 2, and then join us next week on Wednesday, September 23rd, 2020, and every Wednesday after that for our new little project, The Worst Year of Our Lives presents the best decade of our lives, where Scott and Drew run down their top...
The Saskatchewan Hardcore International title.
Yeah, which we didn't clue into until the last show when Lance said it.
Yeah.
Spells out shit.
Spells out fuck.
Side of the ramp or the entranceway, there's a giant mud pit for...
Pigs.
Yeah, well, technically. I mean, pigs would go in there.
Henry O and Phineas I and
Fatty A. The
And,
Godwins.
and yeah, so there's going to be some...
Hog, pig, and beep.
There's going to be some hot ladies wrestling around in there, and everybody likes that because we're guys. This is what guys like in
I
the year
love
2000.
the presumption by every wrestling promotion forever that A, all of their fans, and B, all of their wrestlers, judging by the way they're like so easily distracted by a woman during a match, are virgins.
Yeah.
No one's ever seen tits before.
Nope.
No one's ever kissed a girl before.
Nope.
No one's ever like fingered one while butt fucking the other, like you do on your first time. No one's ever French. No one's ever French kissed a tit.
I don't know. I think I could check that one.
That's a pretty good statement.
How about Kevin Gash and he's got a vagina?
How about Kevin Men? He's just for men.
Come on, Drew. Grow up.
What about Pluto Nash?
I like it. And what's his deal?
And
What's his thing?
He lives on the moon.
Okay. I like it.
That's what that movie's about,
That is
right?
what that movie's about. It has nothing to do with Pluto.
Yeah. Okay.
Pluto, the dog that is owned by another dog. Get out of here.
He's owned by a
Disney.
mouse.
by a mouse.
Doesn't Goofy own him sometimes?
No.
All right.
Goofy is just a highly more evolved form of him.
Goofy might not him.
Ugh.
And it's not it's not bestiality.
It's dog on dog.
It's dog on dog.
It's totally fine.
There's nothing wrong
Just
with
because
that.
one can talk.
And as Kelly can attest as being a dog,
Who can talk?
sometimes they establish dominance
That's right.
on other men by fucking them.
Correct.
So it's not bestiality.
It's not. Also, it's not even about sex. It's just about power.
It's just about power. Like, if you don't come, it's not gay sex.
Yeah.
I mean, Goofy 100% come.
Yeah, but that's beside the point.
Yeah.
I cannot deny the science.
Now, if Pluto nodded Goofy,
Uh-huh.
that might be a little questionable.
What do you mean?
Because that might be bestiality.
What are you talking about?
Because you're letting a dog fuck you. If you're fucking a dog...
Oh, so, okay. If it was consensual or not. If it's non-consensual, it's whatever.
Yes.
That's a regular dog rape.
Dog rape.
and
Is there a
RDR.
word in the
And
dog community for rape?
and RDR. And leaning over to drink from the punch bowl and just putting her tits in the lit candles on the cake, but like nothing happened. So she,
Yeah.
I guess
it
the
must have
joke
been
was,
planned.
There was no
She,
fire.
she had like fire retardant tits.
And
She might. They're pretty fucking big.
Maybe fire retarded tits.
They're so retarded that fire doesn't affect them.
Hey, they say she's retarded, but them titties ain't retarded. We have a correction and omission from last episode. In the middle of the episode, we were talking about signs, and we referenced a good sign that showed up in the main event, but then forgot to say what it was. It was Sting, Eat My Ass.
Oh, that's right.
So just wanted to get that
That's
out there.
good.
On the August 7th, 2000 Nitro, you can clearly see Sting, Eat My Ass.
That's awesome. There was another Eat My Ass
There was
sign.
another Eat Ass sign.
There was... I'm trying to remember. There's so many misspellings. Like, a ridiculous amount of misspellings.
Wrestle was spelled wrong.
Wrestle was spelled
with
wrong.
an EL at the end.
Attack was spelled wrong.
Yep.
Biscuit, Limp Biscuit.
Biscuit
Yeah,
is spelled neither like the baked good or Limp Biscuit.
Yes. Yeah, it was spelled... It was a combination.
Yeah. Chuck Palumbo was spelled with all U's.
Yep.
Which led us to the overall conclusion that everyone in Kelowna is an inbred retard.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
I kind of put two and two together. That's like, okay, I'm guessing she's pregnant. She had a miscarriage.
Big fill out.
Major Guns knows this.
Yeah.
Because, like, women have that kind of bond, but, like, Stacey
Yeah.
was keeping
There's-
it from David.
Their cycles sync up.
I'm assuming that's what's happening. But then Stacy
I
runs
guess,
out.
I guess not Stacy's cycle because she was pregnant, but now their cycles will sync back up now that the baby has fallen out.
Well,
but that's what we thought. Brian Clark is
The brownest man.
an Indian man in
Yes.
terms of skin tone.
He could have been in the Village People.
He could have been Robert Downey Jr. in Tropic Thunder.
Yeah. It's real bad.
What do you mean, you people? What do you mean, you people?
Yeah, that's Brian Clark. They get jumped by the Harris brothers. Scott had a very funny quip about the Harrises mistakenly thinking that Brian Clark...
Yeah, they mistook Brian Clark for a minority and started a hate crime.
Yeah.
A former coworker of mine is now dating a man and is
Sorry, is now dating a man, so that wasn't always?
and so is now bisexual, which PS means you're gay.
I looked up bisexual in the dictionary and it said, see gay. Unless you're both switches, the unicorn of the gay community. Also, unicorns are, unicorns of the gays of the horse community.
Well, you're past the halfway point of your
No,
life.
not even close, not even close.
Yeah,
No, I'm...
you're almost at the 3/4 mark.
Look, I can't be because I'm not coming out until I'm older than 100. So, I got plenty of time to go.
I guess that's true.
I have literally decade to go.
But does that mean that you're living the first half? So you're living to 200?
That's right. I'm living to 200 with the world's first 200-year-old man who came out at age 101.
That's insane.
That's my story.
I don't.
The things I will see. Trump's presidency.
Probably not.
Trump's second presidency.
Trump's
third presidency as he removes presidential term limits and dubs himself the new
Emperor.
FDR, starts rolling around in a wheelchair for no reason, devises a social plan called the Newer Deal, where he takes away Social Security. Oh, this would be good. I'm looking forward to Trump 2024.
You know, I'm going to say that a lot of those things you joked about are silly.
Are like dangerously close to happening.
But, like, some of those honestly could happen.
Oh, yeah. I hope all of them, especially the wheelchair. He'd also be, what, is 79 in his third presidency?
Yeah, I guess something like that, yeah.
That's pretty good. That's why I want running my country.
Yeah.
My parents are 10 years younger than that now and are lunatics. Neither of us had eaten today, and then we went out and I just bought a KFC franchise and just said, yes, we'll take this place, and then we put the down payment and signed papers, and then we just ate all the chicken in the place and boarded it up and abandoned it. But
don't you wish you were that rich?
Oh, to just buy a KFC, eat what's there, and leave forever.
Yeah.
It was at this point where we really came to the realization, man, WCW hates women. It's almost as if someone in charge of writing these is an emotionally stunted man-child who hates women.
No, it's the year 2000, guys. You spell things, you're not spelling it right. Chronic doesn't start with a K.
Yeah.
So if you're going to start with a K, you finish with a K. It looks cool. You got two Ks there. And then we had the Harris Brothers coming out, at which point Greg remarked, if you need your third K, here are the Harris Brothers. Exactly. So we had the alt-right Harris Brothers.
They're racist.
The Worst Year of Our Lives is brought to you by the Corporation for Public Indecency, the Dew Dog Foundation, and the Westboro Baptist Church.
I think it was ABC.
Or CB, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. They're all garbage.
ABC, anything but coloreds.
Sure.
CBS, colorless broadcasting system.
NBC, nothing but Caucasians.
And NBC, be cool. I feel like if I'm doing it when I'm doing a voice, it's okay, because it's that person saying it.
Do
not
Jerry
me.
Lewis doing it.
Jerry Lewis, my famous Jerry Lewis.
Yeah, well, that's when I think of impersonations. I think Scott does a really good Jerry Lewis.
Hey, lady, I'm raping my cousin.
That was pretty good. Now say the N-word. I miss cool swastikas.
Me too. Guys, send us your cool swastikas.
That's not the only swastika reference we heard today. which was
No, as we were informed about Ace of Base's neo-Nazi connections and how the sign they're singing about is in fact a swastika. And also their first hit, All That She Wants, was not All That She Wants is Another Baby, it's in fact All That She Wants is Another Holocaust. And I wonder if everyone in Mamma Mia is a neo-Nazi. Brosnan. Street. Skarsgård. No, he's a pirate. Pirates can't be Nazis.
Firth. Seafried.
Man, you're killing
Dominic Cooper.
killing the Mamma Mia cast. Have you seen it?
I've seen both.
Drew, the second one was pretty recent. Why did you see that one?
Number one, my mom loves ABBA, so I took her.
Okay.
Number two, I love ABBA, so I enjoyed it.
Oh, that was a real twist in the second act there. Mark Madden was naming some well-known jugglers, like, Larry Zbyszko's a juggalo, and, of course, Richard Gere, American juggalo. I'm like, that's legitimately funny. The reason they have Major Guns is because they did MIA versus Team Canada, loser...
The winner gets to take a team member.
Yeah, but the only person on Team Canada to take was Elix Skipper, thus making Lance Storm a slave trader.
And they just talk about, like, whatever, if they touch a hair on her head, blah, blah. They didn't jump the...
Nobody rapes Major Guns but me. Nobody mows my lawn.
Yeah?
I'm not... Yeah? I'm sorry, I didn't latch on to what we were doing. You said yeah a lot of times before I... Okay. At this point, we'll be doing...
Why do you keep saying yeah? Are you watching wrestling right now? Yeah.
Sometimes Drew and I will have conversations in text form using only the word yeah because we've watched Making a Murderer too many times.
We are Brendan Dassey and his parents on the phone.
Yeah.
They're gonna take away your extra outdoors time. Yeah.
It's so sad.
At this playground, there was two, maybe like 10-foot, 12-foot high, sort of like rocket ship shaped structures that were built right next to each other on one of the playgrounds.
A north one and a south one?
A north one and a south one.
Go on.
And so what used to happen was Darren and I would climb a tower each.
Mm-hmm.
We would then pretend like we were businessmen.
Mm-hmm.
We would make phone calls to one another. And
about important business things.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And then one of us would notice something was coming towards the structure. And then it would get hit. And while we were on the phone, freaking out, whoever's tower got hit would then proceed to fall off the monkey bars to the ground while the other one panicked on the phone until they realized something was coming towards their building, their structure. And then the second person would fall off of their structure and try and land on the first person. And we used to say, hey, do you want to play 9/11?
Okay, I have known about this playing 9/11 for a long time, but I don't know if I ever knew that you were businessmen on the phone with each other. That's the best thing I've ever heard.
We used to make business phone calls to one another from each other's towers. And if it makes you feel any better, you know we're both not Jews because we showed up for work.
That's the only acceptable form of live-action role-playing.
We were 9/11 LARPing.
You're the original.
Asking each other about our families, discussing potential business deals.
Got those TPS reports.
Putting each other on hold to take other calls. But we always had to be on the phone with each other when that first tower went down.
Oh, that got me good.
The start of the feud was Reno debuted, and he was the boyfriend of Big Vito's sister. Later in the year, probably around October, November,
Yeah.
it's revealed that Big Vito and Reno are actually brothers.
So let's rewind to that first
First thing.
statement. Draw a little family tree. Reno's banging his sis. He's kissing his sis on the lips.
Even though his mom said no, no, no.
But oops, he did it anyway.
Yes.
I don't approve of that movie.
You should.
The Green
It's
Mile
the best.
perpetuates the stereotype that black retards are magic.
Are they not?
I mean,
If
no,
if a black
not all of them.
if a black retard,
Shaq isn't magic.
he was Kazam.
Holy shit. Black retards are magic.
Yes. Yes.
2 for 2. Michael Clark, Shaq.
And then Big Macs just fall from the sky.
Drew, you're right. I take it all back.
That movie's awesome.
The Green Mile might be a documentary
About Shaq.
about Shaq.
When your dad is Ric Flair, I guess you got to get on that train now so that you can get on that Flair bus later.
Ooh, that flare bus.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you don't know what Flair bus is, you are missing out.
It's good. You guys know Bang Bus? Where a bunch of girls get tricked into
Going on a bus.
into fucking on a bus. Well, this is where Flair Bus is where a bunch of girls get tricked into watching Ric Flair fuck a bus. The Melbourne show, they completely sold out, which is something you could not say about any of their United States shows for a while. But they had a deal with the building that they would buy back any unsold seats, which is a weird deal, but I guess they were confident they would sell out. And guess what? They sold out. However, they still had to buy back all the seats that got unused for the set, the entrance, the hard cam, blah, 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 everything else, and they lost money on the show because they're fucking retarded! Retarded!
Wow. That's fucking awesome.
They sold out and still lost money. What are you even doing? How are you a company?
How much money did they lose?
$6 billion. We have not seen Paul Orndorff once. Correct?
No, there's been no reference to him. There's nothing.
What was he doing on the pay-per-view last night? Hurting himself.
Hurting himself terribly?
Giving a pile driver. Not
Giving a pile
taking.
driver.
Guys,
Just a pulling pile
there's
driver.
a common misconception out there that Paul Orndorff got hurt taking a pile driver because it's a move where you land on your head. That is not correct. Paul Orndorff hurt himself giving a pile driver, landing on his butt.
Like, not even hard.
He suffered a career-ending butt injury,
Huh.
which I believe otherwise only happens in gay porn.
It is bizarre the way that they censor swearing. That you can say ass, but they bleep out hole?
Yeah.
That doesn't make any sense, Scott. Ass
It's-
is the bad word.
Ass is the bad word, but the hole is the modifier that makes the ass part worse.
And then you got a visual, like, you know, you're thinking about a butthole.
Yes.
So if you say ass, like, oh, that's a butt.
It's
or
the whole
whatever.
butt, because you can think about the whole butt.
Yeah.
The whole butt isn't censorable material.
Right.
But the hole,
Where the poo comes out.
where the poo comes out.
fudge machine.
The fudge machine. And sometimes where things go in.
I mean,
In defiance of God.
yeah.
To imply that 11-year-old Reed knocked up Stacy Keebler.
Yeah. Not only that Stacy would stoop low enough to sleep with an 11-year-old, but that his younger brother is the one that banged his future wife.
Also that the 11-year-old is like shooting silver bullets.
Yeah.
Like, kid can go.
Kid can cut away to what cruising was, and apparently there was a long list of rules.
Really?
And like how you set it up, and how you let somebody know that you're interested, and then how you let somebody know if you're a top or a bottom.
Interesting.
And like,
So I've been going about this all wrong.
well, you know about.
I think I've just been raping men in the bathroom.
I hope our listeners are enjoying where if they ever come visit us, they know where they
all
can.
the hot cruising spots.
What?
What? Drew's house?
No, I knew that.
Fall on your knees and hear the angels fucking Christ is gay.
That's where I hoped you were going with it. But I didn't want to cut you off. I wanted to let you go where you were going. But I was really hoping that was where
Thank you for letting me find my own way.
So, like, the old machines used to be called, like, robot names. This is before I worked there, so they were, like, Fembot and R2-D2 and, like, whatever. And then we got...
How about R2 Me Too?
and he got
He goes
sexually
around-
assaulted
goes
by...
around beat booping and accusing people of sexual assault.
So we got new machines, and the new machine...
How about retard D2?
Yeah, no, we'll make this movie, no one will go see it. It'll be like a Hulk movie, and then just, like...
It'll be Ang Lee's Hulk.
Yeah, but for blacks. Yeah, fucking retarded. Anyways.
Now I'm trying to think of what Ang Lee's Hulk for blacks would be. What can I do? What can I do with that? Well, it can't be Lee. It's got to be like Jones.
Yeah. No. Spike Lee.
Spike Lee's Hulk. We did it. Good job. We got it. Good job.
Yeah, Spike Lee. Come on.
Spike Lee's
It
Hulk.
writes itself.
You're a Nintendo Switch.
Ooh.
That's a guy who tops and bottoms while playing video games.
Topping while playing video games is probably pretty frustrating.
Bottoming is easy.
Bottom's easy. You just lay there.
Yeah.
You starfish.
You just take it. You're just
I mean, but you'd have to be doggy. You wouldn't be able to be on your back because then you're like looking, unless you put the TV like on the roof
Ooh, TV on the roof.
and then you're looking straight up. Well, yeah, that would work.
One day we'll have one day we'll have a podcast where we don't talk about gay sex. That is not today.
What are you even talking about? I feel like that's 90% of our demographic. I like how much you killed yourself with your own thing.
I was just thinking, like, it's all we talk about. Whatever. Kelly's dad's more supportive of his wrestling than mine is, so good for him.
Mine too.
And yours too.
Um,
But my dad's more supportive than my mom.
my mom is more supportive than my dad.
Want to have a want to do a parent trap?
That's not even a trap. I don't think you know what that movie's about. That movie is not about swapping parents.
First of all, it's about a perfect age Lindsay Lohan.
Can we go one podcast where we don't talk about ages of consent?
I thought you were saying we don't want podcasts without talking about Haley Mills. Every podcast is Haley Mills this.
What about
Haley
Heather
that.
Mills? How come we don't talk about Heather Mills more?
That dumb bitch.
That dumb bitch. You should leave that marriage with nothing but a box full of perfectly preserved left shoes. I swore to myself internally, no more talk about this.
And yet-
But, do you know what's really, really funny? Is that Russia is so anti-gay, but it produces one of the world's largest amounts of bestiality porn. It's like number 3 or 4 in the world of producing it.
Amazing.
Behind, like, Colombia and Brazil.
So yet another case of it's Adam and Spot, not Adam and Steve.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude dogs.
Yeah.
Like, it's totally cool there. Just not with another male human.
Fantastic.
Yeah, it's crazy. I don't remember where I was reading that. Oh, no, it was... Because, like...
Was it on bestiality.com?
Yeah, bestialitynews.org, thank you.
Oh, it's a nonprofit.
Too much bandana purchasing,
yeah.
putting them in
But
pockets.
at least we know the code now.
Question.
Go.
Can you put multiple bandanas
And combine
in pockets?
for...
So, like, I want a blowjob, but I also want you to piss on me.
Yeah. Or like, I want a blowjob and I want to piss on you.
Can you do that?
One in either pocket, 2 in one pocket.
What if you just put
Mix
all
and
the
match?
colors in all your pockets? And just let everybody know you are literally
Well, that's-
down.
that's-
you are literally down for any.
That's how the gay pride flag was invented. It's kind of ironic that the girl from Blossom did the exact opposite of that.
Violent J challenged Mike Awesome to a hardcore match, where it was him and Violent J against him and his retard bus.
He called his bus retarded.
Yeah.
and then said that it's
What a sick burn.
that this match was going to be a handicap match, 2-on-1, but the reason it's a handicap match is because the loser is going to leave in a wheelchair.
I really thought
and
it was-
guess what?
Yeah. Wow, yeah.
Shaggy 2-Dope almost could have left in a
Yeah.
wheelchair.
Truer words never spoken. I was hoping he was going to say it's going to be a handicap match because your bus is
You're
retarded.
Miss Nitro competition, which pretty much was just all the sluts on the roster dressing like sluts.
True. They're people.
Sorry. Bitches dressing like sluts.
Thank you.
Nope. Out comes Jeff Jarrett, who, before this segment...
I wonder if every time...
This is going to be dumb, isn't it? I'm going to...
No, it's pretty good.
Use your lives wisely, Scott, because you only have so many left.
Yeah, we're probably going to be crossing one off here. But I was just wondering if every time Huge Erection wrestles in Japan, the fans think they have to go vote. Because it's an erection. I gotta go. I'll see you guys later. We crossing out a life on that one?
You, sir,
3.
you, sir, are no longer welcome to this establishment. Get out.
Oh, Huge Erection! We go vote now!
I must apologize to all of our Japanese listeners.
Big erection! Oh, we gonna vote for president, vice president.
Easy there, Mickey Rooney.
I don't think.
Maybe
Maybe I was thinking of Gary. Is Gary Coleman?
Gary Coleman's dead.
Yeah, I was thinking of him. Did Gary Coleman play Beetlejuice?
No, but he was on an episode, wasn't he? He got out of the bus with Mike Awesome.
Yes, he did.
Yeah,
Yep.
man, a lot of dead midgets on on Nitro.
A lot of dead midgets on this show.
Oh, I've never seen so many dead midgets in my life. God knows I have.
What's in the trunk of these cars? It's nothing but dead midgets.
That's the Saigon midget that bit my nose off! Time to pay the piper, midget!
It doesn't quite work as well as the original.
Oh, it was when all of Stern's
Oh yeah.
cavalcade of comedic retards was in the back talking.
The original CCR.
Yeah, talking with Pamela Poundtown.
Creedence Clearwater, get out of here. It's the cavalcade of comedic retards. Are we done?
Yeah, we're done.
All right.
Say goodbye, Kelly.
Goodbye, Kelly.
Hey, you did it. We practiced and you got it.
Big dicks on werewolves and buttholes on kittens. When I see good furry porn, I am smitten. I'm going to beat off for all Christmas Day. These are a few of the reasons I'm gay.
Okay, I didn't want to sing that. That was a thing I sang to myself in the shower yesterday, and then I told Drew and Kelly, and then they made me sing it on here, and now it's your problem.
And what did we learn? Never tell Drew and Kelly anything
Never tell Drew and Kelly
Or
anything.
we'll make you say it out loud on a podcast.
Yes.
But I am that werewolf.
Kelly is the aforementioned big dick werewolf.
Fucking right.
And you're the kitten's butthole.
And I'm the kidhole with the button. Kidhole with the button! If that isn't the best spoonerism ever. That's my favorite description for one of these I've written. It was like, Drew goes undercover for 18 years as a gay man and reports on his findings.
Scott, you live a very secretive life behind the curtain. And
I don't think I do.
Behind the candelabra.
Oh, I got Liberace.
Well, if the over effeminate shoe fits.
Look, I have to explain this literally on a weekly basis. I'm not a white tiger. I am a white person who is also a orange tiger. It's very simple. And white tigers are the only ones that can be retarded. The orange ones bred it out generations ago.
So you're a ginger.
No, that's red.
That's orange.
No.
That is orange.
No, it's
orange.
It's
Gingers are orange.
it's a burnt ochre.
And so I believe gingers are very pale, meaning they are very white.
Right, which I'm
Meaning you are a
which I'm not.
So
ginger tiger.
That's not
meaning,
even. That's not even. Anything.
Meaning you're a white tiger.
That's a.
And
That's
wait a second.
It's quite a web you've woven there.
And a lot of gingers have freckles, so he should have spots, making him either a cheetah.
A cheetah. First of all,
You're not a tiger.
First of all, cheetahs are twinks.
Hey, first of all, you lied to us, and you know what? Cheetahs never prosper.
No. Why did we go this?
Got him.
Why did we go so far for that?
Drew, I'm looking at your floor. It looks like you pooped everywhere.
Yeah, it was a lot of poop.
Well, there's a lot of poop
I had
on
a
the
lot of
floor.
diarrhea.
Drew, what happened here?
I believe it's Coca-Cola from when I was a teenager. My,
You know what? I'm happy with that answer.
Yeah, that's a good answer. It is a Colorado wrestling fed that only has television in like the 3 states around Colorado.
Yeah, reaching a population of 1,800 people.
Also employ rapist, but whatever.
You
Take
wanna,
the good,
you
take the
want to
bad,
make an
some-
omelet, you gotta employ a few rapists. That's
I was really hoping you were going to say, you're going to have to rape
rape a few eggs. Oh, that's the right joke.
You idiot.
Ah,
You idiot. You stupid bitch. You're as dumb as a dog.
As Kelly?
Yes. And I realized that there was a sign behind the
Yeah.
commentators that said, I am the chosen one. Double O's.
I choo.
J-E double F. J-A-double-R-E double T.
C-H-O-O-S-E.
No, it's not important, and I'll save it for the next podcast.
You won't remember it.
No, I will remember it.
You're
I've
retarded.
I've already remembered it.
Awards twice a year. We should do a guy annual awards, and it's men only.
Most of these are probably men only.
Most of these are men, except one category, which is almost exclusively female. I wonder which that one is. The LGBTK killer, the lesbian, gay, bind, torture, kill.
Now, we've had this discussion earlier yesterday.
What is it?
Now, is it
What is it?
someone who identifies as lesbian, gay, and kills people via
Bind, torture, and
bind,
killing.
torture, and kill? Or is it somebody who kills gay and
Yeah.
lesbian by bind, torture, and kill?
As I said, it's the same conundrum as the UFC fighter with the nickname the Mexicutioner. Is he a Mexican executioner, or does he execute Mexicans?
He executes tacos.
Suburbs get all the new chains for some
It's
reason.
the Midwest.
Yeah, it really is like it's our test market. Like, oh, we can't put a Popeyes in downtown Vancouver. There would be madness.
Hey, this turkey leg's the size of a raccoon.
Is it?
Let's test it out in Langley.
Hey, this turkey leg is a raccoon.
And then there's going to be tons of preamble in the middle of just saying a word
Sorry.
and just
I'm gonna let you finish, but there's gonna be preamble in the middle.
The
No,
preamble we would be doing.
there's going to be
amble.
amble in the middle. Preamble is over regularly until my 20s. So
I don't want to tell you how young I was when I started, but it was young.
8.
Older than that. You can't really finish at 8.
Oh, I know some 8-year-olds, my friend, and they are finishing. Don't sit here and tell me an 8-year-old can't finish.
I would just like to express
Unless they're faking it.
that the opinions of Scott
The opinions
Hansen
of Scott Hansen are most
do
definitely
not
the opinions
reflect
of
the opinions
Drew Smith,
of myself.
Even more so Drew Smith than Scott Hansen.
have for worst fed in a landslide vote of 100-0.
Yep.
The World Wrestling of Entertainment.
Yep.
WWOE.
Whoa! Pete Wentz.
You queer.
Podcast over, guys. It's not like I don't own a Fall Out Boy hoodie. That's not true.
Whatever. I like Fall Out Boy.
I know.
It's just a weird thing. That it was
we-
Freudian slip because you want to make out with him.
He is the Makeout King.
He is Mega King.
We both love Fall Out Boy, and we
Yeah.
both love Panic at the Disco,
Yeah.
the Thinking Man's Fall Out Boy.
100%. Where he was at last year,
Drew,
and you're to show it
I'm
to me
getting so excited
that you think we have the
to
same.
maybe have the same answer as you. If we do,
Kiss?
you gotta give me a kiss.
All right, but you can't turn and try.
I
and
won't
kiss
turn
me.
and try to get it. I will accept my kiss on the cheek, which I didn't get at New Year's last night because you thought I was going to turn and kiss you on the mouth.
Yeah, 100%. Were you going to?
No, I don't know.
Scott,
It was late and I was drunk.
start it out. as Braun Strowman
Yeah.
and Alexa Bliss,
Yes.
who were a team last year.
Yes.
And they played a weird, like, maybe they'll fuck storyline.
Sure. And also, if they did, Alexa, I please notify your next of kin.
Yeah, Braun's gonna rip
He
you in half.
would fuck her in half.
Yeah, he's a horse.
Fucking Tamina.
Oh.
Why does she keep getting work?
Tamina. Okay, here's why I didn't mention Tamina.
Because you forgot she was an active roster member in 2018?
Partly that, yes. But also partly, at the main event of the 2018 Royal Rumble, the Women's Royal Rumble,
Yeah.
when she came out, she was so fat, I thought she was Nia Jax. And that delighted me. That delighted me so much, I couldn't possibly say a bad thing about her.
Podcast over.
Brie Bella. Reason she's not number one is because she didn't wrestle enough matches.
Yeah.
But the one she did, yowza!
Oh, how did I forget about that?
Wowie zowie, Brie Bella. Back-to-back failed topes,
Yeah.
and then ruined Liv Morgan's fucking life. The match, because Taker was like fucked up for most of the match because he got a concussion so early.
yeah!
No, the match sucked. It was slow and plodding, and yeah.
Give me a concussion.
It wasn't good at all. What?
Huh?
Give me a? Did you say give me a concussion?
Maybe. That would be from WWE's Women's Evolution pay-per-view. Lita and...
Drew, all the matches on those were great.
Sure.
It's the Women's Evolution.
Lita and
Drew, you
Trish...
can't. No, Drew. I'm gonna have to bleep you. I'm gonna have to turn off the pod. You can't say any of the matches on Evolution were bad.
Women suck.
Oh!
Lita and Trish...
Why? Oh, you turned me into Nancy Kerrigan. Why?
So much. I hate him more than anything.
What a world. Oh, now I'm the Wicked Witch of the West. Oh, what a world. Well, whichever ones you mention
Let's
in
do best three.
in your best are going to come up here, right?
Best three. Number 3.
Oh, pardon me. Drew looked legitimately scared when I did that.
Jesus Christ.
And she only will wrestle for a year and then be gone.
To do what?
I don't even know.
She can't fight, because every time she fights and loses, she tries to kill herself. And it's the truth!
It's true. She's such a mental case.
Lose a fight, try and kill yourself. Lose a fight, try and kill yourself.
I mean, it's a good system. I've tried it myself. I can leg press 7,200 pounds.
Yeah, you're a real centaur.
I mean, I would hate to be a centaur. You know why? Can't jerk off.
No, your upper like human torso and arms is definitely long enough to go. Like if you laid down on your side and got a full horse erection, you could definitely reach through your front legs and grab your.
That's
dick.
a hell of a horse erection. A horse has a long body.
Horse dicks are huge.
So are horse bodies.
But you've got
it's still pretty proportional.
You've got a human waist up that can fold forward. You reach through your legs, and your arms can reach. You are 100% grab your own dick.
You are at best like batting at the tip with like with a great erection.
I don't think so.
I'm going to draw you a picture.
I think
you're not going to like what you see.
I think you can get a full double-handed grip around at least the top quarter of your penis.
I disagree.
Which is where all the sensitivity is.
You
could jerk
don't
off.
lecture me on where the sensitivity is. First of all,
okay, hold on. I will allow you to be the expert on sensitivity, as you have allowed me to be the expert on Peter Berg. So,
Drew and I had a serious conversation about Peter Berg for a long time. And the number of schools I can get away with being within 500
and
feet
regions of lower mainland that you're allowed to be in.
I'm a red dot on a map.
Yeah. If you load up like sex offenders in my area, your face just pops up everywhere.
how is he several places at the same time? He's at 10 meters, 8 meters.
He's inside the room.
He was something we missed. Something in the walls. Alien, but pedophile. Pedophile.
Pedalien. I don't know.
There's always Galian. I mean, I hate to.
Not just for dudes.
I hate to equate gay and pedophile because they don't like it when you do that.
Sure.
I hear.
We are conservative on this show.
We vote conservative.
We vote conservative.
Yeah.
We are very right wing on this show.
Not so much right, like more like a different, like kind of newer, hipper right, like an what would you even call it?
Like an alternative to the right?
Yeah, but not left,
But not left,
but just like an alternative right.
Which essentially is bra and panties, but they're in like safari gear,
dress-
which doesn't even make sense because they're in Australia and not Africa.
We're going to dress them like wallabies. Put some roo suits on them. My wife likes to dress like that.
I like roof suits.
Got a patch there.
Drew won't acknowledge it audibly, but he is laughing.
It's my wife's persona. I don't understand, it's
Sometimes I'll hide in the pouch.
Yeah. Put my head in there sometimes. That's only on a Friday night.
But she's... I couldn't do it.
I'm looking at Drew.
She's a stickler for realism, so the pouch is full of mucus.
Does she also spit onto her forearms to keep herself cool in the sun?
Wait, what?
That's what kangaroos do.
Oh, is that what they do?
Oh,
I see.
Suddenly a Roo expert out of nowhere.
Hey, I watch Planet Earth every night before I go to bed. I know a lot about a lot.
That's like a Scott Steiner line.
Yeah.
Steiner's in the ring beating up Booker T with a pipe.
How about Booker N?
Booker N?
Yeah. All right.
What does the N...
I don't know,
Guy.
but when he lost the T, he should have just switched to that.
Coulda.
Or how about the other way? How about Booker wins and Ahmed Johnson is Big N
I'll accept that.
for Norris? That's his last name.
Norris. Tony Norris, yeah. Big Norris.
Or nice guy.
Or nice guy. Big nice guy Norris.
I like that. Big nice guy Norris. I like that.
That's your new name.
Now I'm just gonna be laughing about Big N for the rest of the podcast.
Like Big R.
Like, yeah, Big N Shimizu of Dragon Gate.
Does the R stand for retard?
Oh my god, Hard R Shimizu? Oh, we did it, shut it off, we're done, we got there. It took us 40 episodes, but we got Hard R Shimizu.
But then, David is the worst wrestler of all time.
Rick, 2019.
Okay.
David, 2000. Reed, 2014. Fuck, marry, kill.
I remember when Luke did that?
Oh,
when
yeah,
we were
yeah,
doing
yeah,
the
yeah.
final show.
For those not in the know, and why would you be? It's a thing we know and you don't. A member of our Fed, we were doing promos, and he just got on the longest, dumbest, most pointless rant.
Well,
And-
we told it was the last show we did.
Yeah,
well, we thought was our last show.
yeah.
And so we were all doing sort of like, hey, what is VCW like meant to you? And
Yeah.
like whatever. But we said like, like don't go super long,
Yeah,
but
do a couple minutes.
just give a quick little thing. And a certain dumbass was like rambling.
Just
So
rambling.
I'm behind the camera giving him the like wrap it up.
Oh, it was actually you. I didn't know it was you
It was
doing
me.
it.
Yeah. I was like, hey, let's
The wrap it up, the
this-
universal
let's
wrap
go.
it up
Hey,
sign.
Like you're going a little long.
And then he just kept.
And he took that as I wanted him to ramble on more.
Yeah, well, because it was so funny afterwards, because you gave him the sign, and he kept on, and eventually just, like, ran out of breath.
And then he was like,
Peter,
I'm kind of done.
and you're like, yeah, good,
Yeah,
click
no
over.
shit,
and,
dumbass.
and then you go to him afterwards, you're like, why did you keep going? I gave you the sign. He's like, oh, I thought that was, like, the keep going sign.
Keep rambling.
You idiots.
It's like she's putting on, like, a campy, like, hello, my baby, hello,
like-
my darling.
Shakira sounds like Maya Rudolph doing Shakira.
I think she does real well for herself in the drag community and the...
Is it because they think she's in drag?
I mean, she's from Colombia, so she could be.
Yeah. Wait, okay. Do we know that Pablo Escobar died? You see where I'm going with this?
Is Pablo Escobar Shakira?
Theory. Did Pablo Escobar as Shakira do 9/11? That's what I'm asking.
Oh. Yes?
Yes.
Well, I mean, but Bush did 9/11.
Bush did do 9/11.
Was he an accomplice?
Was
Was he a patsy?
Was he a patsy? Was Pablo Escobar dressed up as Shakira, dressed up as George Bush? Maybe George Bush wasn't even there. Maybe he was reading to children the whole day.
Can I tell you, and I mean, I'm sure this is for a lot of people, that is literally one of my favorite things that's ever happened.
Bush being told...
When he gets told, like... You 1,000, what is it? 1,000 monkeys could write on typewriters for 1,000 years, and they would never come up with that.
No, George W. Bush should have won the Mark Twain Comedy Award in 2001.
So we just watched the same
Just
stuff
watch the plane go into a
over
goddamn
and
building
over again,
over and over.
and that was the whole
to
day.
the point you were completely desensitized to it by the end of the day.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
Seeing that demon face in the smoke.
That's right.
And then, yeah.
And watching...
Couldn't even say it!
what?
Uh-oh. Somebody killed himself.
And watching all the Jews leave the towers just before it happened. You see why I had trouble getting that out. Boy, oh boy.
Have you seen the new 5-meat Little Caesars pizza?
No.
It looks like an abomination against God.
Is that what we're getting at?
No, I'm not putting that in my body, but it is.
Is it the one with
pepperoni?
Is it the one with bacon around the edge
Yes.
of it? Nice.
But there's pepperoni, sausage, bacon,
And then
ham,
one more.
Make
one up.
Capicolo.
A gabagool.
Gabagool.
Like deer.
It's venison. Yeah, it's venison meat.
Andrew, read the Mitches. Didn't know what I was gonna say, but I just
You recovered well though.
I just,
You recovered well.
I just really, I really do.
You just Israeli well.
Was it when we watched the New Japan Dome show at the theatre at the film school? And the projector kept like going to sleep or whatever 15 minutes.
Which, by the way, I've watched a movie in there since, and it doesn't do it anymore.
Strange.
So I have no idea what the fucking problem was.
Hopefully we're good for next year.
Yeah.
But whenever it did did I yell Andrew at you
in Australia?
In Australia, I did. Yeah, I can remember what accent. I knew I yelled Andrew, and I knew I didn't yell it regular.
No,
but it's.
And I started to get reut fed up with it.
You did. You're like, and then a couple times I didn't do it, and you're like, oh, he stopped. I'm like, no,
I just wasn't paying attention.
I'm building suspense so I can say Andrew again, because it's a very fun name to say in Australian.
I-N?
Yeah.
D-R-U?
Andrew, you're a faggot. Andrew, read the matches. I feel like I'm drifting more to New Zealand / South African, but that's where I'm locked in.
Shane Douglas, who comes to the ring, and he cuts a promo that makes no sense to anyone.
Oh my god.
He mentions the fact that all of the Australian crowd is mad because his country came down there and kicked all their asses.
So we're like, wait, was he talking about like rugby? No, probably not. Soccer? No, probably not. Like,
and then we thought maybe we missed something.
There, like the America's Cup. Like, did we miss like what sport he said?
So we rewound it,
and he didn't say anything. He just said. So does he think that Australia was an Axis power in World War II?
Or that there was an American-Australian War of 1820?
Like, does he think it was Germany, Japan, Italy, Australia?
He broke away from the UK just to be on the other team? Like
Hitler, Hirohito, Mussolini, and like a rogue wallaby who got like too big for his britches and started genociding dingoes? I have Australian references.
According to The Guardian... Mm-hmm. It is easier to buy a tiger in some states than to adopt a rescue dog.
Well,
and only 6% of the animals are housed in appropriate facilities.
That makes the decision so much easier. Because you're like, oh, I really want a tiger, but it's going to be so much harder than getting a dog. But guess what? Not anymore, baby.
Not anymore. Now you can just get one whenever you want.
I'd eventually like to adjust my living situation to a Roar 1981 scenario.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Just giant wildcat preserve where they inevitably turn on you.
I would like to live in a world where... enough of these people that own tigers, like, get fed up with looking after them and just release them into the wild in Texas.
Yeah.
And then there's, like, a wild tiger population in Texas.
That would be sick. A fucking feral tiger problem
Just-
in Texas.
Just like Pablo Escobar's hippos in Colombia.
Oh my god. That'd be
Like
so rad.
how there's like so many of them now, and they've adapted to living there.
They're like gentrifying the city. The Abraham Lincoln of tigers.
That could be you.
It could be me.
Better get cracking. You gotta raise $70 billion, but
I mean, I'm partway there.
you're a sliver of.
I have $70.
Well,
All I need is $1 billion, and then I have $70 billion.
let's go to the casino right now.
20 gets you 40, 40 gets you 80. I kept wanting it to be something, and then it just kept being an episode of Goosebumps.
Yeah.
I'm like, you're like the same director and actor that did Nightcrawler, which was great.
Great.
Like, what's up, guys?
Riz Ahmed wasn't it? That's what it was.
I guess you need Riz Ahmed.
Riz was the man.
Riz is pretty sweet.
Jizza.
Oh man, I like Riz Ahmed and his rap partner Jizz Ahmed.
John Stasiak isn't a team player. He's just there's no I in team. He's just an idiot.
Yeah.
Where then Mark Madden goes, "There's two I's in idiot actually," and he goes, "Yeah, there is," and he goes, "But he said there's also only one I in Sammy Davis Jr."
That was a good joke. Mark Madden's okay sometimes.
That was a good joke.
Our ragtag group,
Will be on his way soon.
our Misfits in action.
No thanks.
All right.
Wait, unless I can be the wall as Hacksaw, and
maybe.
you have to commit to blackface.
Now that's a game everyone can play.
There's no losers in that game.
Nope.
Only winners.
So instead of MIA, can it be NIA? And that's the end of the show.
If you wanted to see leaked photos of Charlotte Flair naked, you just had to close your eyes and think, "What's the grossest body I can picture naked?" Bam!
You had to break in to Charlotte Flair's house, put a gun in her pussy, and then snap a few candids. Why does everyone look at me like that?
You're a monster.
Let's say 1 3/4.
Cutting the difference. Look at you. Real Wheel of Fortune. No.
What? Have you seen Wheel of Fortune?
I meant to say price.
Spin the wheel, cut the difference.
Is that what happens when you land right on the peg? Well, that's a bankrupt, and that's a 200, so you get 100. Yeah.
I'm sure you understand the mechanics of Wheel of Fortune. Riddle me this, boy wonder. What happens when a man is inside another man? Now what was that? Okay, Wheel of Fortune.
Yeah.
It gets stuck on the peg between bankrupt and a trip to Tahiti.
Ooh, hey.
Interesting. Well, what's halfway between here and Tahiti?
The ocean.
So then you go to the ocean.
Then you go to the goddamn ocean?
Yes!
All right. I guess fair's fair. Let that be a lesson to you. Never have hope.
Keep hope alive.
Keep that funk alive. Bootsy Collins.
Who's got the funk?
We got the funk.
Hey.
We got the funk.
Hey, who's got the funk?
We like to fuck.
Gotta have that fuck. There we go. It's the longest thing I've ever done.
Why is Bobcat Goldthwait here?
I hate wrestling.
Can I put down an NA?
Yeah.
Not applicable.
Kelly's star rating is NA.
Does that stand for beep anonymous?
Yeah.
It's like for people who want to
Who wanna say it?
stop being no. Oh man, there's so many things it could be. So what is N-word anonymous? Is it people who are trying to stop saying it?
Yeah.
Is it people who want to say it?
Anonymously.
Is it people who want to stop acting like them?
Don't put your legs down
I'm
there.
feeling a little left out.
I got long legs, okay?
He's got
He's
legs.
got legs. Put him in pants.
When you're watching a girl, and other people tip,
Yeah.
if you have the volume on, you get a ching
Yeah,
ching ching noise,
jingle sound,
like
yeah.
a little putting money in jar
Yeah.
kind of noise, and
Yeah,
then
the I wish I could have just said it without getting the Googles first. The Israeli national anthem. Or say she gets kidnapped.
Okay.
And she's gone for 15 years. And they do a computer simulation of what she might look like now. Can you jerk off to that? 100%.
What would be really funny is if you took like a nude picture of her to them and said,
Please use
"Can
this
you
one."
age this 15 years?" And then it's like, you know what? I'm not looking for her anymore. Like, they're not places you really want to go. Like,
I mean-
Niger.
What? Oh, that's how you pronounce it?
Yes, there's only one G.
Oh,
And it's French.
I need to make a call. I feel like it first came up on one of our porch episodes, so it must have been at least decent weather.
We were hanging out on that porch a lot.
Yeah.
We were sort of like
A couple of porch...
hanging around and like swinging and goofing. You know, kind of like
Like a couple of...
porch apes.
I guess for the immediate one, he would have put me in as
Emergency?
an emergency surgery, and this is an elective surgery,
Gotcha.
basically. So I think that was
Just like the other surgeries, the elective surgery.
I mean, the other surgeries would be very elective, and
I don't know. It might also kind of be an emergency. Like, doctor, I can't live in this body anymore.
Actually, that's
if I have
true.
to live in this body anymore, I'm taking this entire bottle of pills you gave me, plus the refill I got free prescribed to
I
me.
told you about that refill.
I'm going to take all of them and end my life unless you give me the surgery.
That's true. And we'll
I want a tail here.
Yep.
I want paws and claws here.
Yep.
And I want barbs here.
yeah.
Now.
Now, whiskers, nice whiskers.
Oh, and whiskers. Of course. I want a rough tongue.
Yep.
I don't want any saliva glands.
want a bone dry.
I want a bone dry mouth.
I can't wait. It's gonna be good. As I said, I will be completely unemployable, but I will be happy. And, ironically, still be completely transphobic.
But the other kind of transphobic.
Yeah.
Yeah, to human dogs.
Also that.
Well, you're a cat.
To genders and other species. If you get any...
Oh my god.
if you get any trans surgery besides turning you into some kind of cat,
Yeah.
you're mentally ill.
I really like the idea of being a trans something, but still being transphobic.
Yes.
Like,
Hollywood is truly the worst.
I hate
And not just because of the pedophilia.
I only like red state films.
like the new Mel Gibson cop one.
Yeah.
or,
I legit want to see that.
or how about fags of our fathers and their men whose dads have disowned them.
Yes! Clint Eastwood's Fags of Our Fathers.
And it's all about fathers disowning their gay
That
sons.
ain't my son.
I don't have a son.
Does Clint Eastwood have a son?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Scott.
Oh, Scott. Is Scott gay?
No, he's too handsome to be gay.
Okay, a sentence that has never been said.
So you know how Islamic terrorists believe that when you die, you go to heaven and you get 72 virgins.
Yeah, when you're martyred, you get your 72
So
virgins.
what if...
Because who doesn't like having sex with virgins who don't know what they're doing?
I mean, yes, but the idea is that they
They're
are
pure.
unsullied.
Exactly. No other dicks.
So what if...
You know it's actually gay to have sex with a girl who's not a virgin?
Huh.
Because there's old dick residue in there. And you're basically mashing dicks with another guy.
Sure.
That's a fact.
Sure.
The only
Luckily
way...
for you, that's not something you have to worry
The
about.
only way to be sure is to have sex with men.
Yeah, that's true. An Islamic terrorist
Who is also a pedophile.
who's also a pedophile. So what he does is he goes and he blows up an all-girls Catholic daycare so that those are his virgins. So he's choosing, he's drafting.
It's a choose your own virgin.
It's choose your own virgin story.
CYOV.
So he goes up and then they're there and he goes, I did it! I win! I beat the system!
It works. The system works. What's his name?
Stephen Collins. Yeah. Yeah. Literally was on tons of shows where there was children around him.
Almost exclusively.
Almost
you'll notice.
exclusively.
Funny how that works. He was very choosy about his roles.
Oh, he was smart.
You work smarter, not harder.
Yeah. 242 episodes of Seventh Heaven where he was around kids all the time.
Damn.
The last thing he was in...
Was jail.
Oh, was a 9-year-old.
How do you get feline AIDS, Kelly?
Through
Being a slut cat.
Well, I mean
Slut cat, say it.
Yes, I'm trying to though expand on that.
I want a scientific answer.
The exchange of bodily fluids. So if they bite each other, and they share a water source.
Yeah.
That's how they can get it.
Water source, really?
So if you have a multi-cat household, one of them has it, and they all drink from the same water bowl.
shit.
Gonna get it.
Well, I'm glad that regular AIDS isn't that
I was going to say,
contagious.
so I was right for refusing to share drinking fountains with gay people.
Yeah.
Let me pause you for 1 sec. My father, God rest his soul. Oh no, he's still here. He got his hair cut, and
Now he looks like a lion.
you know what? It's a better story. Got his hair cut, and
Give me the Mufasa.
the lion. Give me the Mufasa. The Lion King came up, and oh yeah,
With his barber?
his
Or his hairstylist?
his female haired person. And yeah, she said she was really excited to see it.
She sounds hot.
I believe she's something. She's Nicaraguan. Yeah, she said she's really excited to see it, and he was like, "Oh, because he feels the same. He's like, these are bad and don't need to exist." And he's like, "Oh, did you see the original one?" And she said, "Yeah, but this one's filmed in Africa with real lions." So he did not speak to her for the remainder of America. Their business was concluded. I would love to approach anything with the confidence that an Indian man approaches a stranger on the internet.
I like getting the internet in like 2010 and then just being like a total,
just a sex
like
criminal.
a sex criminal, like a baller. Back to
Reality. Oh, there goes gravity.
well, end of podcast.
He's a
I'm
Cincinnati.
a Cincinnati Bengal.
Cincinnati Tiger.
Can I be that? Can I be a Cincinnati
No,
Bengal?
because they're all from Bengali.
I wish the
You'd be
entire...
a lower Sumatran tiger.
That's like... That's too Chinese.
Yeah. You want to be a Ching Chong Bing Bong, or do you want to be a
Kelly wasn't prepared for that.
But yeah, it's summer. Piece of shit. Hated it. Was so mad. So mad that Kelly and I had to come home and separately watch the movie The Ringer.
Hold on.
to cleanse our
Oh
palates.
Yeah. You didn't know that?
No, yeah.
We watched it together.
We went to our own
I
houses.
didn't know that part of the
No,
story.
we went to our own houses and
That's-
watched it
And then
separately.
we text each other, like, okay, you play, and then I'll play.
That's insane.
And then we were on the phone the whole movie pointing at each other while watching.
What a
Pixar Dark.
What a delight! I like Pixar Dark. That should be.
Where the light tries to come on, but it doesn't.
Ooh, I like that. What a spectacular failure the Dark Universe was.
The light comes on and there's just like Mike Wazowski raping like Bo Peep from Toy Story or something.
Jesus.
You know?
Hey man, it's Pixar Dark.
That's
Get
true.
used to it.
You know? And she's like got like a fat lip and a black eye, her dress is all ripped.
Is Mike Wazowski a Monster Inc?
Yeah.
Yeah, see, I know stuff.
You know
I don't need to watch stuff to know stuff.
Sure.
Why is he Polish?
I don't know. Polish people live in America.
And are monsters, apparently.
And they're monsters.
Hmm.
I mean, the other one is Sully. His last name is Sullivan. So
Irish.
He's an Irish.
Irish and Polish.
Irish and Polish.
Two of my least favorite white immigrants. All right, top 5 worst white immigrants go. If number 1 isn't Italian, you're wrong. Fuck me because I'm gay. Fuck me because I'm gay. No?
is there an end game to this or?
No, I haven't written the whole song.
Well,
It's the chorus.
then
Now, you said the prime reason you wanted to come on this podcast was not because you wanted to watch Nitro, but because you wanted to be the first person on the podcast to do a proper Australian accent.
Correct.
Even though I think we've been doing flawless ones for months.
Correct.
So, please explain yourself.
Okay. We'll start with the guy who is the chief of police.
Okay.
So if I was on a program that was mostly to do with people and youths who were travelling far too fast on Australian motorways, and I'd take a lot of pauses and a lot of breaks between what I was saying, and I'd also be making some very important points about the youth of today. So that's Australian number 1. Australian number 2. comes predominantly from... Has anyone seen the YouTube videos of Gary the Goat?
Yes.
Which are fantastic.
Yeah.
So it's just this Australian guy who has a goat.
Has a goat.
Okay.
And he's like,
Okay,
"Come-
yes.
Come on,
Yes,
Gary.
yes,
Come on,
yes,
Gary.
yes.
We're going to go for a run now. Just go on, Gary. That's right. Strut it out. Just keep going. I'm driving my car here, and fucking Gary's running alongside me, and I'm doing fucking 40. Like, and he's fucking with me.
You don't know that. It's been used in lots of cultures over the history of time.
Yeah, turn it 45 degrees. Like, no, it's the Sanskrit thing.
Exactly.
Shut up. It's a swastika.
It was around before they used it.
It means peace.
It means prosperity.
Don't you love that guy who like defends the swastika?
What do you have a swastika tattoo on your arm?
It was around before Nazis. It,
It
actually
means
means peace.
peace and prosperity, brother.
Yeah.
It means peace and prosperity. And did you know that Frankenstein's the name of the doctor?
Actually, you can say go back to Africa to anyone because we're all originally from there, and it's not offensive.
Wrestlers are built and programmed to get a rise out of things.
Yes,
So
we're performers.
Yeah, so I am also, therefore, very good at pointing out the thing which I know would offend someone the most. So when I'm in my car, all the racial slurs come out. Like if
Here in my car, I say N-words a lot.
like, it's terrible. Like if I get a sniff that someone is a race,
Race.
which they probably will be.
You know what odds are they're going to be? A race. Chris Goodwin, race sniffer.
There was a girl that lived next to me in uni in my first year. She was Sri Lankan, and she was a bitch.
So here's what I think about all Sri Lankans.
Well, she was so loud. I once heard the person she was having, like on the other end of the phone she was talking into. I heard that person, not just her.
Yeah.
I could hear the person on the other end. That's how loud she lived her life. Like through a wall, I could hear the person she was talking to.
I like the way you worded that. That is how loud she lived her life. That's an American sports reference, Chris, that I'm guessing you don't know because you don't know British sports references.
Correct.
Basketball player by the former name of Ron Artest, now by the legal name of Meta World Peace.
I love it.
Had a drink thrown on him by a fan and punched the fan in the goddamn mouth.
And a bunch of other fans.
And a bunch of other fans for the fuck of it.
Thought he was drowning.
And his defense was, due to the drink being thrown, he thought he was drowning. Wow. Had to fight his way out.
That was wild from start.
That was a roller coaster of a
That was
story.
excellent.
Do you know how long it took me to realize the Cake album, Take Off Your Shirt and Jacket?
Take off your pants and
Or
jacket.
Take Off Your Pants and Jacket?
Was it Cake or
Blink
Blink-182?
182, I think.
Oh, Blink-182, yeah.
Why would it be take off your shirt?
That still makes sense.
Let's go deep on that.
So they trick the Boogie Nights into paying them
For the
to
spot.
take their
To take the
spot.
spot, yeah.
So,
In English dollars.
in English dollars.
Yeah, so Chris identified some 50-pound notes.
Yep, they looked pink reddish,
Yep.
which would suggest 50.
50-pound English dollars.
Yeah, 50 English dollars. Our 50 notes are also reddish pink.
Ah, yeah. And also have the Queen on them?
Yes, and also the Queen. We're not. I don't like that tone.
Suck it.
I don't like that tone one
He
bit.
owns you.
We're not a real country.
He owns you.
Or rather, she owns us.
Yes.
Thank you.
And all the swans in England.
I'm not sure how. I think she is in charge of them, per se.
In charge. Do they do what she says?
Well, I don't know. I've never been on the rough end of the Queen. So.
So they fucking rat them out
Immediately
to Ric Flair.
Like, hey, Rick, Boogie Nights Soldier spotted karate. Hey, go punish them.
Hey Rick, the only way we can get on the show is if we ratted all of our coworkers.
I'm like, oh, that was a pretty like 2019 move by the Filthy Animals. Like this is as pertinent today as it was then.
Guys, you do know it's not real.
What?
You're getting really upset.
What do you mean?
About someone's bad WCW writing.
What do you mean?
Get woke, stay woke, bro.
They told on the Boogie Nights.
Yeah, they ratted them out.
They got them in trouble.
Oh,
And
sorry, my mistake. Yeah.
Thank you. Anyway.
It's 1:15. I am full of cum 'cause you fucked my ass. What's up, Drew? Have you been listening to as much Lady Antebellum lately as me?
How long have you been holding on to that bad boy for?
I wrote it the other day.
Oh, I can't wait till Sunday when I can get this on the podcast.
Actually, I wrote it on the drive back from Tofino.
Oh, that's pretty good. Did you sing
Yeah.
it out loud where everybody in your family could hear you?
Yeah.
Oh. Did they divorce you?
It was not met without its opposition.
At least it didn't openly involve your father.
Well, that's the
Unless you were
thing.
singing
Because
it.
the first thing in my head, the last line was because I fucked my dad.
Ah.
But I didn't sing that one.
Say that out loud to your
To
dad.
my dad. I have not gone that far yet.
That's a ballsy maneuver. That is a real ballsy maneuver.
Yeah. I'm not saying it's out of the question in the future. And by that I mean fucking my dad. But
The people sitting in front of us was like a couple of like, I don't know, they were like 16, 17-year-olds.
Yeah.
And like the whole...
that's a lot of 17-year-olds. That's fun for everyone.
We were like, wait, why did Major Guns turn again? And we're
Yeah,
like,
no reason was given.
yeah, like there literally was no real reason other than just
Like, she was literally, I said, she was a hostage / sex slave.
Yeah.
And then just joined. So it was just Stockholm, I guess.
Florence Nightingale syndrome.
Florence Nightingale syndrome.
Uh,
What is Florence Nightingale syndrome?
where
Is it,
you
is it a thing?
fall in love with your nurse? I don't know.
Of course.
I'm just,
Silly of me to ask.
I'm just. Listen, if you get offended by something, you don't like it, then here's a little piece of advice: don't listen.
Shut up.
Don't listen. Leave.
Hey, how about
Just
this?
don't come back.
How about this? Shut up. Now, I thought you were trying to get me canceled from everything except this podcast so you could have me all to yourself.
I hate to be the bearer of
Is
bad
there any
news.
truth to that?
I hate to be a bear who gives you bad news.
Oh, not a bad news bear.
A bad news bear. I already have you all to myself.
Oh, no. We are locked in your
Anytime I want.
We are locked in your room. Why is your room locked from the outside?
From the outside.
Yeah.
So that I also can't get out.
Yeah, exactly.
What about both Planes movies?
Planes, Fire, and Rescue?
Yeah.
The sequel?
Voiced by... Who is the lead?
Oh, I thought they were voiced by...
Actual planes.
Jerry Seinfeld existed in the exact right time to fuck a child with no one caring.
Yes. Scrappy, dude. Fucking bitch.
Scrappy. They had to bring in a younger, hotter dog to get...
Bigger not.
to get that young demographic.
Young, furry demographic. Gotta go for the kids.
Yeah.
Get them while they're young.
Not everyone's into daddies. We need a kid.
Not everyone's into leather daddies.
Leather daddy. I barely knew her daddy. I don't know.
You know what? I applaud your attempt.
I'm just seeing what sticks.
I applaud your attempt.
And then...
So then all the blood flows to your beehole.
I
and
guess
just,
so.
like,
You get a real,
expands
you get a
it?
real puffy rectum. Yeah.
Oh, I do not like that term at all. Puffy rectum.
I really like the puffy in reference to like any body part is funny.
I mean, puffy nips. I'm fine
Puffy
with.
nips, puppy vagina, puppy vagina. Also, that is a Freudian
Freudian
slip.
slip right there.
Oh boy.
The mind says what the mind wants.
Scrappy Doo. Am I right? So I'm afraid you've contracted double AIDS.
Double AIDS. Quadruple AIDS.
You contracted it through the mouth and butt at the same time.
You got it from gay sex and a blood transfusion.
We thought this heretofore medically impossible, but you've done it.
You were getting a blood transfusion that gave you AIDS, but while you were getting the blood transfusion, somebody with AIDS fucked you in the butt.
You were getting a blood transfusion from Magic Johnson while also having sex with Magic Johnson.
But Magic had sex with one prostitute that wasn't his wife.
One road piece.
And all of a sudden...
he's full of AIDS.
Like, I'm calling bullshit.
Yeah.
Bullshit.
1 in 1,250. That means to even have much of a chance of catching it, I'd have to have sex with 1,250 more women.
So I had some spare time at work on the week because I don't actually work that hard because I teach at a art school.
Because you work hard, not no. Wait, you work smart, not hard.
I just don't do either.
You work dumb and bad.
Dumb and bad.
Work dumb, not bad.
In the crowd, they had Slapnut Boulevard signs,
Like street
They're like
signs.
street signs. And I said to Scott, like, do you think anyone's ever, like, you know, at that time, like, took down their street sign and put that up on their street sign? And he's like, oh,
And I said, yeah,
absolutely.
in Memphis or something. Oh, and then I was like, yeah, they probably replaced the sign for Beale Street with it, which of course prompted Drew to say, if Slapnuts Boulevard could talk.
I think I saw Chuckle pretty good at that one.
It was good.
You get wiener and vagina pics sent to you all the time.
I have been getting a lot of nudes from both genders lately.
Oh, both? Excuse me?
Sorry, from all two genders lately. Oh, I did it again. Damn it.
No, you fooled pooped up.
Damn it, I gotta stop.
All of the two genders.
From, look, I've been getting nudes sent from two of the two genders. Damn it! I can't do it. Shit! Shit! And I was trying to like recreate like what it would have been like. I have nothing but contempt for that man. And then you responded with what?
Scott, it's not a southern accent. He's not a southern plantain owner.
A southern plantain owner.
I do declare
these tiny
tiny
bananas
bananas
to be delicious.
Would you like to talk about the all-female reboot of Charlie's Angels, or no?
I enjoyed that.
And who cares about Major Guns because she's a stupid bitch.
And she has Stockholm syndrome. Here's a shout out, a reverse shout out to anyone out there with Stockholm syndrome. I don't respect you. I think that's a dumb thing to get.
What if they got Stockholm syndrome on you from listening to this podcast?
Lots of people have Stockholm syndrome with me.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean I respect them.
Sure.
That just means I'm good at my job.
Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me.
Fool me 3 times.
Fool me thrice. I guess, oops, I'm out of the closet now. And good thing we've only been fooled twice.
What was the dumb thing? Oh, I guess Obi-Wan Kenobi came up and it was like, Obi-Wan, shame on me. Obi twice, shame on you. Obi Trice, real names, no gimmicks.
Nice. Nice. That's beautiful poetry.
It was, and I pity the poor actress they made have Shelley Duvall teeth.
Oh.
Although I guess having 1980 Shelley Duvall teeth is better than having 2019 Shelley Duvall brains. So, that is so unnecessarily cruel.
That is so mean.
And that was a thing that was a mean thing I said to be funny, and I regret it. I'm going to issue an emergency apology to Shelley Duvall.
And the other ones are very slanty. Can I say slant?
You can say slanty.
Oh, can I say slanty, but not...
Because if you say that, you can be talking about a shanty.
A slanty shanty.
Yeah.
Mm.
Which I believe is the colloquial name for the Imperial Palace in Japan. but that's beside the point. I feel like I might be voting with my heart and not my head.
Let me stop you right there.
Go ahead.
I just want to stop.
Okay, fair enough.
Wait, how can Yano be in the most violent players but also in Chaos?
It's a splinter group.
All right. So the champions, which
They're
are
on double secret probation.
Oh my god. So Makabe, Yano, and Taguchi are apparently the never champions.
Why not?
Couldn't have told you that in a million
When
years.
was their last defense?
I'm not even gonna look it up.
I'm
It's
gonna look
not
it up.
even irrelevant.
It's not even
relevant.
It's not even irrelevant. Then you should look it up.
Then I should look it up.
It sounds important. Here we are, a year later than we should have finished.
Yeah, and we still have
we're
3
not
left.
finished.
We have this one and 2 more left.
So I'm feeling good.
Yeah,
And-
you're bringing in outsiders to spice up the fucking life in the bedroom.
Exactly. You're the Oliver on our Brady Bunch. You're the Raven Simone on our Cosby Show.
Is that how you pronounce it?
Well, here's the thing. I'm glad you questioned me on it because I questioned myself on it. Because I hear Raven Simone.
Simone.
That's what people say. But I swear to God, there's an accent aigu on the E on the end.
There is.
Okay,
There
so
is.
that's Simone.
This is a real Wilkes-Barre, Wilkes
Oh,
situation.
Wilkes-Barre, Pennsylvania. Fuck you. Oh, he's in the, like...
Spruce Grove?
That sounds right.
I don't know. It's the only city that's not like a major city I can think of.
That's
like
the
downtown, like Edmonton.
It's like the Austin, Texas of Alberta, like the weird little liberal oasis.
Can we talk about like Austin and how fucking overrated as a city it is?
Yes,
it's like it's a person's idea of cool from like the year 2000.
Like goatees.
Yeah, it's just like college, like lame Texas college kids walking around in like.
It seems collegey
in like bootcut jeans and shit. It's fucked up.
Sublime hoodies.
Sublime hoodies.
Yeah. Yes, Micropene. Sam, you got one of those.
Hey, don't dong shame your cats.
Hey, he's into SPH. It's okay. He's a pay pig.
I love that. I love findoms.
Findom, yeah, that's a great. What a great subgenre. What a great grift.
Should that be our move for 2020? Findoms? Male findoms.
I don't know if that's a thing, man.
That means the market's wide open.
Yeah.
Oh, it's furry findoms? Like, that's got to be a thing.
Yeah, it also seems to be like a Bed Bath and Beyond blog because it has the best bath towel.
I fucking hate lifestyle.
The best
blogs.
pressure washer.
You know, for someone who hates lifestyle blogs, you sure run a lot of them. You've got your interior decorating one. You've got your white power one.
I have my tiny homes one.
You are big into tiny homes.
Tiny home, big living. Is that the fucking show on TLC or something?
Is it?
I don't know. There's like one of those fucking
this
shows.
This thing,
which is different than Little People, Big World. Because that's the midget one.
I feel like that should be the crossover, but I don't know what that guy's up to these days.
Little people, tiny homes. Everything looks proportional.
Yes.
Now that's a show.
I'm not saying, like, obviously if they're a minor and they're not consenting to this.
Don't fuck your kid when they're a kid. Nobody's saying that.
Yeah. But if you're an adult and your family member is an adult.
Say a brother and sister in their 20s.
Sure.
Right?
Sure.
As an example.
Yeah. Like, who decides these norms?
Society.
Who's putting these rules on all of us?
If you look at
these prudes that moved here from Europe because they didn't like all the European sex that was happening.
If you look at it from like a purely like on paper like robot brain standpoint, like is anyone getting hurt?
No.
From consenting adult incest was basically the question.
God.
Yes. Besides God.
They're hurting God.
You're making baby Jesus
the
cry,
baby Jesus.
obviously.
You could tell that his like Washington, like not like liberal but not super liberal brain exploded a little bit.
He wasn't ready for it.
You centrist pieces of shit. Fuck you, classical liberal. Die.
Anyway, go ahead.
You're a neo-lib?
Oh. I'd rather be a neo-Nazi than a At least one has principles.
Who, the Sharp Brothers, probably?
Yes, that was at the Sharp Brothers. This
Ian and Axel Sharp?
Yes, Ian and Axel Sharp.
Did they do a Taipei glass?
You idiot. What a great joke. Are you on board with the...
Dude, I'm a fucking Bernie bro through and through.
Of course.
I'm out of here harassing Elizabeth Warren supporters on Twitter. There's no Joe Biden people on Twitter.
Bernie's gonna get fucked again. You know that, right?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
It's going to be Warren or Biden. And then Trump wins in the general.
Trump gets impeached
We're not
and
ready
reelected.
for a woman!
You seem like you're
Especially
really
when
not.
there was a Republican until she was like 47.
Oh no!
Yeah.
A plane. The whole plane is women.
The pilot's a woman.
The whole plane is women. That's fucking great. I love that. What if they made the whole plane out of the woman?
Done.
Burner phones.
Ooh, burner phones, of course.
Double phones.
You gotta buy a phone and a cell phone.
Yeah. One phone is for work-related things, and the other one is for bisexual activities. It's a bi-phone.
That's fair.
It's like a biplane.
That's what those are.
Yeah. They go both ways.
Interesting. Up and down.
Yes. They take and receive. Wait, do they give and receive?
They take and receive.
Take and receive.
That's what you. That's you greedy pig. That's your version of bisexual. Oh, I'm bisexual. I take it up the butt and receive it up the butt. Virginia Tech was the biggest one by a Chinese guy. Credit where it's due.
Was he the one that Collective Soul song told him to do it?
Might have been. Did Chinese guys listen to Collective Soul?
I don't know. Yes.
Or do they just listen
to... Scott,
or do they just listen to the pentatonic scale on a harp? Saw ACH in a sizable lead, and then said, hold my beer. I'm going to go back in time several years, make some homophobic posts on a weightlifting forum, and also do gay porn.
Porn.
Lars
You're
Sullivan,
doing gay porn.
number 1 with a bullet. I circled him on my little notes here because he wins. P.S. I do not know where I heard it. It wasn't even that long ago, but it was just someone saying, "Who's your least favorite race?" And then very brief pause, women. A new edit of one of the Twitch things I was on came up today, and I did not remember saying this. But not only do I say it, the editor puts the text on the screen as I'm saying it, and it was I don't even know the context. Maybe there wasn't any. It was, why have a dog lick peanut butter off your balls? And that's as far as my brain had got, but I knew I had to say more sentence.
Yeah.
So I said, why have a dog lick peanut butter off your balls when you can lick peanut butter off a dog's balls? So then it's there in scripty text in quotes, and underneath it says Scott 2019.
Do we vaguely know him?
Yep.
Have we met him at Bola?
Has he gotten excited to see one of us at Bola?
Yeah, but he doesn't know me.
I know. There's no reason to know.
That was mean.
Why were you mean? Puma King, who I have a feud with because he's the one who convinced me that it's okay to be a fat cat in a bodysuit, and I tried that and it didn't work. And I had to completely redo the gear.
Yeah. Nice try.
A for effort.
A for effort, B for execution.
A for effort, F for fat.
I think because it was such an important part of the story of 2010 on, is that...
Let me guess.
I think you can do it.
Is it your 2013 number 1?
No.
Okay, carry on.
Wait, where's my 2013 number 1?
Oh, Akata Tanahashi.
Yes. I read yours.
Oh, what a roller coaster!
I read mine for 2014, and I was like, Shibata Honda?
What a roller coaster that was! Oh, yes, it's that.
So, yeah, I read...
Here's the thing, when you buy a house, the smart play is don't sell your old. Just have 2 houses for 6 months.
Is it?
Yeah, and then take a really long time to move everything out of the old one, and then rush to get it on the market.
Okay.
Because you're running out of money, having to pay for 2 houses for half a year.
Yeah, that does seem like a good play. Now, I want to preface this as you're also the person who gave me advice on lifting heavy weights, and I believe your advice was to lock my knees and then jerk up quickly with my back.
Yeah, that's correct.
So I like that you've parlayed that advice into home ownership.
Yeah, that's right. Also, I have some advice on cardio.
Okay.
If you're interested in hearing it.
Absolutely.
So what you do is set your alarm on your phone
Yeah.
in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
Some ungodly hour that you'll never expect.
Like 10:30 a.m.
Sure. Or let's say 6:30 in the morning.
There's a 6:30 in the morning now?
Yeah.
Jesus.
So let's say your alarm goes off at 6:30.
Yeah.
You want to work on your cardio. So what you do is you just you go to sleep in your clothes. All right, that's important.
Of course, go to sleep in your clothes.
So the moment your alarm goes off, you kick the sheets off of you,
Yep.
and you just start running full speed, full sprint out of your house, and you until you just can't keep going any farther. And then you see how far you can get, and then every day you try to go a little farther. Your cardio will be amazing.
That does sound great for cardio. Now, follow-up question to that. At the end of this run, what is the game plan from there as far as, like, getting home, etc.? Because you run as far as you can and you collapse, right?
Yeah.
So then what do you do then? Or do you stay there for a while?
Oh, you're going to... I mean, naturally, you'll stay there for some time.
Sure.
Because you're going to be exhausted.
Of course.
And you're probably going to feel terrible.
Yeah.
Because you drank nothing.
Yeah.
And you didn't stretch.
Correct.
And everything's just going to hurt for a really long time.
So this actually might be most of the day. I had a mini DV camera, and I think it used a FireWire cable, which...
I have one as well.
Yeah.
And there's no such thing as a FireWire port on any computers anymore.
There isn't. There's no, what is it, IEEE 1394? Is that anything close to the right thing?
That sounds right.
You're the tech guy. You're a tech guy. You might not be.
I'm a tech guy, but I don't know the IEEE codes for FireWire cables.
I'm gonna look that up after this phone call and the podcast, and if I'm right, I'm gonna throw myself a party.
Basically Kelly, but Kelly with a crush.
Yeah, basically Kelly with even more weird wrinkles added in.
I blame his mom.
Drew blames his mom.
Drew blames his mom or Kelly's mom?
Kelly's mom. Drew, do you blame your mom too?
No, my mom had nothing to do with it.
No, Drew does not blame his own mom.
I mean, what if the situation was the exact situation that I was just describing?
Yeah.
But the girl was Kelly's mom. Not Kelly's mom, Drew's mom. Then we could blame Drew's mom.
So it's just to recap, it's asexual transgender Kelly with a crush on his own mom. Or Drew's mom. I just thought Drew's mom was giving Kelly bad advice, and that's why Drew's mom is to blame for this.
No, it's Drew's mom that Kelly's a crush on, and she's being unreasonable by not being with him in a sexual way.
I should probably jump off because I've been recording this for half an hour.
You've been recording this?
Oh, this is going on the podcast, 100%.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right, good.
I'm legally required to tell you that. I think Canada's a one-party record law, so I didn't even have to tell you that. So you're welcome.
That was New Jersey, actually.
There you go. So we're set.
Actually, so here's the wrinkle in this.
Oh.
When I called you, I was still in the state of Pennsylvania, which is a two-party state.
Ooh.
So
This is going to get murky.
You can't use the first 5 minutes.
Okay. The first 5 will be redacted. But here's how you circumvent. You say to your coworkers, I'm on an extremely racist podcast that you cannot listen to, and I will not tell you the name of. But I listened to this other cool podcast that you should check out.
That is fair.
Called The Worst Year of Our Lives.
That is fair. That is fair. I did describe it
because
to someone...
we never refer to each other by name on the podcast, Drew Smith. So
that is true, Scott Henson.
Damn it.
I was just when I was describing...
and we never give out our Twitter handles at Sarian Softpod.
Yeah, but that's wrestling. You can't associate me and wrestling.
That's true. Drew, I never associate you and wrestling. I've seen you wrestle.
Thank you.
Thank you. It was the 80s.
That's when people's kids got
Kids
kidnapped.
were flying off the shelves.
Your parents weren't scared about you getting kidnapped?
No, but I was a special case.
Because you're special needs.
Yes, but my parents weren't worried about me getting kidnapped because my parents, in quotation marks, kidnapped me. So the odds of me getting re-kidnapped from them
Interesting.
were small. And they, to their credit,
they knew how to hide a kid.
To just watch all of those matches,
Yeah.
I feel like the Tanahashi Okadas and the Nakamura Ibushis would hold up really, really strongly against all those other ones. Like, I think those ones are fresher in his crippled the old man mind.
Recency bias.
6 was Shingo Yo.
Yeah.
And 7 was Koyasu.
No, Shingo Sho. You wrote it, Shingo Yo. You wrote Yo, it was Sho.
I don't know where I put it now. Yeah.
Drive for Sho, putt for Yo.
Yes. Yes.
Suck for pay, fuck for yay.
Yeah.
And that could either just be saying yay or urban slang for coke. And I would do anything for come. Oh, I would do anything for come. I would do anything for come. Even fuck my dad.
I would like to not have loads.
Well, you can fix that.
Okay.
Which is chemically castrate you.
I mean, the government has threatened that before.
That's also a matter of time.
They threatened to Alan Turing me because I was too good at math.
Do you think that people's cum tastes like their ethnic background?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, okay, not necessarily. Women's pussies taste like their ethnic backgrounds.
I mean, I can confirm.
Yeah.
I confirm this.
Yeah.
You're just going off of speculation alone.
I've read stuff.
You're reading your journals of medicine?
You've been reading them pussy books again. Andrew. Andrew, you've been reading them pussy books. I told you, we Smiths don't look at no pussy books. Drew's dying. I got him. I fucking got him.
It's really hard to maintain an erection when you've got a girl giving you a blowjob, so...
Well, you need here's a little tip I've been around the block a few more times than you, so let me tell you this.
Are you Jenny from the block?
I'm Jenny from the block. I like tacos and burritos. I didn't do the voice, so it's okay. I'm just saying I like tacos and burritos. You don't have to do the voice to say you like tacos and burritos. They're delicious. Who doesn't like them?
I also like tacos and
I love
burritos.
tacos and burritos. I understand how hard it is to maintain an erection while getting a blowjob from a girl. What you need is a mirror in front of you so you can stare, so you don't look at the girl at all. Forget the girl, because she's just going to ruin it.
Mm-hmm.
Just stare into the mirror, into your own eyes, and say through gritted teeth, don't be gay. Do you think that FDR did Pearl Harbor to get things going for the U.S. in World War II?
No, because...
The same way that Bush did 9/11.
No, Bush did 9/11.
We can all agree.
But we can all
that Bush did
the
9/11.
evidence points to the American government knowing that Bush did 9/11.
Yeah.
No, because Bush did 9/11 to get themselves into the war in Afghanistan, but didn't take out any of his own troops. Pearl Harbor, they lost a lot of troops and a lot of ships.
A lot of tactical stuff.
I don't see that really benefits you going up against a
That's true.
mega
9/11, you just lost a lot of businessmen. But
And a
conspicuously,
daycare.
no certain kind of businessmen who run certain financial and Hollywood sectors.
It's almost as if they knew.
It's almost as if they got some sort of call that morning not to come into
somebody
work.
tipped them off.
Man,
A lot of people calling in sick that day.
I like this becoming a full-on crypto-fascist podcast. I went to the bar mitzvah after party.
Wow,
brag. Of a guy I went to school with who I was not particularly good friends with. He invited his one actual friend from school, because he sort of had one friend, and then me and my best friend, who I think just were other people he knew that were nice.
And white.
And white. But I don't. Why would he invite the German guy to his bar mitzvah? I'd be like, and the other guy was blonde too.
Maybe
so,
just to show him, like,
hey,
we're
look,
doing
we're
it. Doing pretty good. How did that work out for you? There's a real
was that to rub it in my face?
Yeah, it was
oh
fucking
my
rubbing it in
god!
your fucking face.
Look at it. It's the '90s, and we're still having bar mitzvahs. I remember a great. I think it was on Thunder, and I think it was on January 24th, 2001. And I don't have autism.
Sure, you keep telling yourself that.
Like cruiserweight gauntlet.
Okay.
With like 8 to 10 cruisers, and it was rad. They would just like get in, do all their spots. Someone gets pinned, next guy.
That is pretty fucking.
It was great. Look up January 24th, 2001 Thunder. If there was a show that day, that was the day. Well, what would the math be? Because if the 8th is a Nitro, so we got 8th, 15th, 22nd. Wednesday's the 24th. Looking good for Daddy. Look it up, Drew. Look it up, Andrew. Look it up. Look it up, Andrew. Look it up. Look it up, Andrew. Look it up. Look it up, Andrew. Look it up.
Yeah, January 24th, 2001.
Is there a cruiserweight gauntlet?
Well, it's loading, so calm down.
Look it up, Andrew. Look it up. Look it up, Andrew. Look it up. Just look it up.
I'm loading. Don't make me fucking hit stop on this podcast.
Don't do it. Andrew, don't do it. Don't turn on my podcast. Dude, the podcast is all I have.
Sorry, January 23rd.
No, that's a Tuesday. What are you talking about? Sorry. No, that was the taping date. That was the fucking taping date. Don't you fucking say that to me.
Don't care.
It aired on January 24th. There was not a Tuesday Thunder.
What do we got?
Fucking sit there and tell me there was a Tuesday Thunder. Get that weak shit out of here.
Scott, you were wrong. I'm sorry to tell you.
What are you talking about?
It's not that Nitro.
How could Thunder? You are so bad. You are so bad at looking stuff up. It's shocking how bad you are at. You are low key, Drew. I'm gonna say a mean thing, and I'll probably take it back because I'll probably hurt your feelings. But you might be worse at the internet than Kelly.
That's not true.
I know.
They were also the theme song for Monday Night Raw, so
they were the theme song
good for them.
Monday Night Raw,
along with Papa Roach and the Something Underground.
Velvet.
No,
I think Lou Reed did it.
You can just call it a field trip, Scott.
Field trip was during the day. This was multiple days.
You just stay somewhere?
They stick you on a mountain and say, don't die.
And no kissing.
And no kissing. Which is tricky because it was an all-boys school.
Girls, Lisa. Boys kiss girls. Yeah, you have to pay for it on demand.
Yeah.
Which is like...
Unless you know how torrents work, then...
Yeah, but I'm going to say like the average parent.
Exactly.
They're paying. They're going to pay $7, $8, whatever
no
it was.
idea. I don't know what.
Yeah.
I actually, if you ask me how much it costs to like pay to stream a movie, because I've literally never done it. If you're like, it costs $5, I'm like, okay. Or if it costs, or you tell me it costs $65, I'm like, okay, that seems fair.
She's like a very like butch macho lesbian, but she doesn't. She has a very like normal. I mean, I'm probably going to get canceled if anybody hears me say this. But
her brow is, I was going to say Cro-Magnon. That's not far back enough. Her brow is like Australopithecus africanus. Her brow
is the smartest thing that's ever been said on this podcast.
Her brow is 5 million years behind in evolution.
Wow.
First taping to air January 2018.
Was it in 2017?
May 2017. It was May. It was the spring. May 2017. Today.
So it took us 13 months to record 6 months worth of episodes.
And then
how much longer to do the other 6 months?
24.
Yeah. Because it's
exactly. June. Today is June. You're hearing this probably a couple days after we do it. This is June 20th. Yes, June 20th, 2020. 6/20/2020. one day after Rey Mysterio Day. I hope you all celebrated appropriately.
I actually got a phone call the other day from
From Rey Mysterio Jr.?
I wish. From someone in San Diego. And then when I asked them, can I get your number back to call? He's like, well, 619. And I just like,
Nice.
booyaka, booyaka. Basically.
And also, you have 619 in your phone number.
I do.
Exciting.
Don't
How
tell
about the
them
rest of
anymore.
it?
So this is February 18th in the Lord's Year 2000 in Richmond, Virginia.
You definitely said February 18th.
Did I?
You did.
I dropped the one from...
I feel a lot better about firing you.
I dropped the one from the 1-2. It's December 18th.
You dropped the one from the one. It happens to the best of us.
I was holding a thumb over it.
That's how they get you.
Here's some nicknames that I bet you don't remember.
Dan, it's because you haven't been watching. These are classic nicknames. Everybody knows them. Absolute household names. Go ahead.
Sure.
It'll seem obvious once you
Shane
say it.
Helms, the Punisher of 3 Counts.
Of course, the Punisher of 3 Counts. So stupid.
Crowbar runs in with a weapon shot. What kind of weapon shot?
I'm sorry. Who did you say ran in?
Crowbar.
Okay, with his favorite weapon, the
pipe wrench.
That's correct.
Yes. Speaking of incestuous cucking,
You fucked my sister.
Yeah.
Now you are my sister.
I wish that had been the promo. This promo sucked. Elevated pedigree, also known as the slapjack.
Stevie Ray's slapjack, which he's never done before or since.
But it's because Stevie Ray gave it to him.
That's your weird
No,
headcanon.
it happened on Thunder.
It probably happened on Thunder.
Drew, I would not even be mad. I would begrudgingly respect you if you would secretly, by yourself, in between every episode we do, been watching the Thunders.
And released his own
and
secret
releasing
podcast.
your own
Worst Year of My Life.
Your own shadow podcast.
I think the cat sort of moved out of the way, and I feel like it was probably Ernest, like, fuck that shit.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not getting wet.
Yeah,
Get out of here.
Cats ain't getting wet.
Except for tigers swim a lot.
Well, I love to get wet, if you know what I'm talking about.
I fucking get wet.
I'll get wet.
Greasy. Like, are we talking about smoking, like, PCP? Is that what
smoking PCP and random sex.
Okay.
Both.
Simultaneous?
Not at the same time.
Oh.
What? Because you can kill someone.
They were just stepping around chain wrestling to start.
Yeah, and not even like Two Cold Scorpio stepping.
This is true. I don't. Does Jeff Jarrett have? Does either man have rhythm? Like when it comes to dancing, I know Jeff Jarrett does the Fargo
Well,
strut.
what's interesting is Jarrett has rhythm, Lance has music. Who could ask for anything more? All right, the Harris Brothers, Buzzkill. Are you fucking kidding me?
I remember that episode.
Who teamed with Mike Rotunda against PG-13, Kevin Nash, Scott Steiner, Crowbar, David Flair, Lash LaRue / Corporal Cajun, Midnight, Tank Abbott, Lex Luger, Buff Bagwell, Canyon, Asia, Norman Smiley, Vampiro, Sid, Jeff Jarrett, Dean Malenko, and Perry Saturn were in WCW in 2000.
Norman Smiley might be a low-key one of the MVP for the year.
Absolutely. Shane Douglas, Billy Kidman, Conan, all of whom tried to leave, but Vince didn't want them.
I can't wait till you get to Super J. I've already set that for Super J.
Oh, he coming, baby. Yeah. Rey Mysterio Jr., George the Animal Steel, Tito Santana, Jimmy Superfly Snuka, Chris Benoit, Bret Hart.
Bunch of upright citizens, it's a real upright citizens
right?
brigade.
Oh, Snuka and Benoit back to back. Awesome. Bret Hart wrestled in 2000. Psychosis, remember that guy?
Mexicools, baby.
Big T, Booker T, Disco Inferno, Big Vito, Johnny the Bull, Daphne, and Anniston, Alabama's own. Shane Helms, Shannon Moore, Evan Courageous, The Maestro, a.k.a. The Stro for one episode.
The Stro.
Masahiro Chono and Super J.
In, like, weird jumpsuits.
Jumpsuits. What is happening? Rick Steiner, The Wall, Bam Bam Bigelow, Diamond Dallas Page, Kaz Hayashi, Kid Romeo, Al Green / The Dog.
The Dog.
Terry Funk, Fit Finley, Brian Knobs, the Barbarian, Stevie Ray, R.I.P., the Slapjack, now in possession of Mike Awesome, also R.I.P. The Demon, Scott Hall, Rick Fuller, The Artist, La Parka, Rhonda Singh, who had a match against Mona.
Yes, I remember that match. Yeah.
Dustin Rhodes, Hulk fucking Hogan, Lenny Lane, Lodi / Idol / Rave, The Cat, Ric Flair, Kurt Hennig in 2000,
Oh, that match sucked. Yeah.
Juventud Guerrera, Yang, Jamie San, Chris Candido, General Hugh G. Rection Hugh Morris. Originally Captain Rection, he was promoted. Michael Modest, who had a sick match with The Artist. Ming, Sting, Sean Stasiak, Mike Awesome, Tammy Lynn Sitch, Paisley, Brian Adams, Brian Clark, David Arquette, World Champion, Eric Bischoff, Hardcore Champion, Ralphus, Horace Hogan, repeat, Vince Russo, World Champion, Elizabeth had to have a match, the poor angel, Medusa, Chuck Palumbo, Chavo Guerrero Jr., Private, later Major Stash, because the rules are the rules. Bill Goldberg.
He didn't want to be a lesser
ring, even though they already had another Major in Guns.
The friggin' pun was Private
Stash. You fucking idiot. Bill Goldberg, Miss Hancock, Kimberly had to wrestle. Mark Jindrak, Sean O'Hare, sick team, never split him up. Jim Duggan, Lance Storm, The Great Muta.
I was there. I saw him live.
You were there?
Yeah.
Major Guns, Queewee, Judy Bagwell, Pamela Paulshock.
What?
In a wrestling encounter. Reno, Carl Ouellette, Hardcore Champion, who then had to vacate the title because he
allowed in
wouldn't
the country. He couldn't get to America.
Elix Skipper, Paisley, Mike Saunders, the Insane Clown Posse, Tigress, Tori Wilson.
Tigress is pretty good.
She was great.
Yeah.
Midnight was the best, though.
Yes, she was.
Miss Jones, Alex Wright, M.I. Smooth, and Colonel Buddy Lee Parker, Dwayne Bruce. Also full title. That is your Nitro 2000 roster. Thank you, Sarah.
I was losing it when I was hearing clips of friggin' R2-D2. It was because it was from the action. Yeah, I know.
My absolute favorite thing in the world of, like, you know, the scape of countries and nations is, like, racism towards people that are you.
Yeah, it's the best.
Like, Scandinavian racism is my favorite.
Oh, like Danish to Swedish?
How they all hate Sweden.
The best.
Everybody, like, Finland, Norway, Denmark, even, like, the Netherlands, they all hate Sweden.
Awesome.
I hate to tell you this, you're all the same. You look the same.
You're all
kind of sound the same.
You're all silly albinos.
You're like the whitest people in the world. Like,
Yeah.
is it because you're white and you have to be so inherently racist?
Which I respect. Honestly, I get that.
True, but there's only other white people
Yeah.
around, so you have. You're like, what are our options?
What am I going to do? Not be racist?
Like, I had, because I don't really like them anymore, conservative Croatian friends that grew up in Canada. But there's nobody that's more patriotic to their own country than Croatians.
Than Croatian expats.
Croatian expats
who don't
right?
live in
Like,
Croatia
and, like,
anymore.
you flee the country
Yeah.
because of the war
Yeah.
or because you're like your family's being persecuted.
But
or
it's the
whatever.
best country
But
in the
it's
world.
like you have to have tattoos. All of your clothes have to have the
Yeah.
like
You have
the-
to look like
I don't know
you're-
what it's called, but you know, like the checkered thing that's on their flag.
Yeah.
Everybody
You have
has
to look like you're from
shirts and-
Eastern Promises, basically.
Yeah, pretty much. Like,
I also like that he sits as far away from the microphone as possible and talks the quietest.
Yes.
Which is great for the audio levels.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, there's people that probably listen to it on a low volume at work or
Who
something.
don't know there's
who-
another person.
There's just bits of silence,
Yeah.
and then they just
They
think,
should really
like,
edit
oh, They
this.
should fix that audio.
They should trim this
Yeah,
up.
What is that?
If you haven't already listened to all 52 episodes of The Worst Year of Our Lives, stop now.
We'll wait.
We'll wait. We got all day, motherfucker. Go back, listen to each and every one. Total runtime for 52, probably 75 hours.
Yeah, I'd say it's about
70.
it.
Let's say 70.
70.
Total 70 hours. It's not bad. That is less than 3 straight days without going to sleep.
Yeah.
I don't think that's too much to ask.
Scott does that on a weekly basis.
Yeah. It resets my clock.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't sleep for 3 days, then I sleep for 4 days, and that's my week.
There you go.
It's when they did, it was like a parody, they were like hosting an MTV show, and they had like cooler names than Tim and Eric, like Jack and Daxter or something. It probably wasn't that. I don't think it was that. Ratchet and Clank, Banjo-Kazooie.
Banjo-Kazooie.
One of those. Why put someone else over when you can put yourself over?
Mm-hmm. Smart. Who's going to draw better ratings than yourself?
Who watches The Watchmen? I say.
Who wears short shorts?
We wear short shorts.
We also hate wrestling.
This much we know.
But Scott and I enjoy cinema.
I knew you were going to say cinema.
Well, because I'm a classy broad.
You're an art fag. I said it.
I went to film school.
You should have been an Attitude Era boy like me.
I mean, I was, but...
But you were a baby.
I started watching wrestling in 1991, thank you very much. I was 6 years old. 5 years old. 6 years old.
You good?